Alright guys, DS5 in front of me. You can see the flickering daytime running lights. Do you know it actually has xenon directional headlights as well? It means when you turn your steering left, it'll follow, basically it follows the direction of the steering wheel. Yeah. And basically just check out the whole profile of this. It's a lot going on right here, because you can see it kind of has like this, put like eyeliner and then mascara to top it off, and then more stuff at the side. I mean, that's just too much going on. The chrome is a bit too much. I'm thinking if there was no chrome finishing here, it would have looked at least nicer, but it looks very puffy lah, you know, like you just go overseas and then you come back, then you mark out all the butter, everything like so nice there, right? You come back pui pui already. This is how the car looks like, because you have fog lights there. Yes, your front grills, nothing much to shout about in my opinion. One thing you notice, it has no branding of Citroen anywhere at all. No such branding anywhere. Going to the side of the car, you have 18-inch wheels, diamond cut double spoke alloy rims. Here again you have this chrome going on here. Again, it's a bit too much for me, but the side profile of the car looks very, very nice. Yep, so the whole side profile of the car looks very, very nice. I like the side profile a lot. I like the side and the back, but not the front. Front can do better. You can do better with this chrome finishing. Take it out, or reduce the thickness of it. Okay, let's go to the back of the car. Twin tailpipes. I think it blends very well with the whole buttock of the car. As I said, I like the butt of the car. It looks very nice, very posh. Again, no branding of Citroen, no more Citroen. But yeah, it's a very nice car. I saw this, I think, a few days back. I saw one on the road. I was like, oh, I think it was the DS3 if I'm not wrong. So I was like, hey, that's nice. Oh, it has the same tail lights as me. Cool. I like the back very much. Nothing to say about the back. Let's head on to the boot. I've opened the boot. Very spacious, guys. Very spacious boot right here. How spacious is it? I'm gonna show you. Ta-da! It's so comfy! It's so nice actually. Got a lot of space like this here. And we have speakers here also. No wonder lah, the sound system so nice. But yeah, that's a lot of space inside here, guys. A lot of space. It's not powered, so tad bit heavy there. But all the doors, I realized that all the doors and every opening of this car is very heavy, because soundproofing is not too bad. And it also has follow me home lights. At night lah. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we're ready to go. What's up, guys? So we have something a little bit different today. This is the DS5, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all know it as the Citroen DS, but now they're actually separated, and this is just purely DS. It's not under Citroen anymore. And this is actually one of the very, very interesting cars that I've driven throughout my whole automotive career. Yeah, so I started off with the Peugeot 3008, and a year later I'm at a DS. Hey, look at that! So, okay, just a little bit of specs for this car. It is 165 horsepower, 214 Nm of torque. It has a high pressure turbocharged direct injection, and it's an inline 4 basically. It's a very unique car. This car makes me feel as though it gives me the impression that, hi, I'm not like any other cars that you've driven. Come, press my buttons, check out what I can do for you. And if you can't find out what I can actually do for you, keep pressing, press different things. Come on, I have a lot to show you, Got into the car, felt like it's a car that I don't know which car to compare this to be honest. It's so different. It stands out so much. When I started driving this car, I got a lot of looks. Like, a lot of people were looking at the car like, "Whoo, this car." I thought they were looking at me lah, but it's fine. Yeah. The car brand actually put a lot of thought into this car, design-wise, because I'm pretty sure you know that the top here, where you're mounted at, there are 3 separate roof panels. Moonroof, as they call it, or sunroof. That's already added cost. This here, to increase the visibility of the car, another added cost. All these buttons that they have here, I love these buttons because of course it makes you feel like cockpitish and whatnot. But again, these are actually very well built buttons and it gives you a very nice touch, very nice feel. You have buttons to put up your pop-up display and also to adjust the brightness and adjust the level of the pop-up display. So they have 3 separate buttons for the pop-up display. They have 3 separate buttons for 3 separate sunroofs. And yeah, just look at everything that's here. Everything is so customizable. Let's say this brakes. How do you get it? Customize. This brakes. Customize. So many things are customizable. And of course, this is something very different as well. I came in, I was like, what the heck is this? Yeah, so there's compartments at the top here. Again, press. Basically, this car's like, press my buttons, I can do so many different things. So this top here is also very different, but the design is very unique, I would say. This is qualified for Evo Enduro lah, huh? I have to check with Bobby, but I'll let you know. Most probably it is. Sitting here looking at all this, I would be proud to drive one of these because it stands out. It's very unique. You don't see many of them on the road, and the ass looks very nice. You can see how much this car wants to stand out. Look at the speedometer. It starts from 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 110. It doesn't start with 0, 20, 40, no. It's odd number. So it has to be, you know. And look at just the dash here. It's sloping up. So when you actually slope up, right, it's very difficult for me to touch. I mean, just sitting here, I cannot touch. It's touchscreen, obviously, just that you see. Yep, it's touchscreen, source, Bluetooth. Oh, by the way, it doesn't automatically connect to your Bluetooth when you come in, so you have to like play around a bit. Check this out. Yeah, this is actually like a duck out, and it's my first car that the start and stop is actually here, underneath what looks like a clock, watch kind of thing. I can see this in a mini size on your hand, and there's a lot of empty spaces here. I like that the infotainment screen is actually built in for the design wise, because it gives you like an in-depth feel kind of thing, but it glares and I can't really see. Sometimes I have to angle myself and it's not user friendly as well. Okay, couple other things in this car. Again, buttons, I like that very much. The electric handbrake is here. This is a very nice touch. The big thing is this. I don't like this at all. I prefer if it had a standard steering wheel, because it's very difficult for me to control the car with such a big steering wheel. I cannot get a very nice sitting position. Okay, let's say I turn, you can see my arm here, it's already straight. But when I do this, it's ngam. So it's very difficult for me to find a good sitting position with this. Front vents are something that I've never seen before as well. I mean, okay, just look at this. Check this out. So this is to aim it, if you want to blast it here or blast it lower. That's just to aim it, it's not to close it. And this is to show whether you want to go left or right. So many mechanics. I mean, they could have just put all in one, and this one you can just move it up or down, left or right. But no, there's so many mechanics to this car. And you can see that design is very much focused with this car. It slants out, giving you a very broad, spacious vibe, but at the same time when you drive it, you feel as though it's a very huge car. Even though it's not that big of a car. They have a lot of knobs here. And it was intuitive lah, because when I came in I already know like, okay, knobs. So you have aircon knobs, dual climate control. Taking you around the car. Hope you can see that. So you can see the design of the car. It feels a bit Peugeot-ish. It has that one sound system. This is actually soft, I think soft plastic if I'm not wrong. Quite nice, very nice touch and feel. This, I'm not sure if you can hear that. Feels a bit flimsy. For aesthetic lah, huh? I like the design of this a lot because you can either put your hand like this or like this. This has always been designed this way because you are supposed to actually open your door using your other hand. Okay, so for this, I'm not sure if you can see. So yes, you're supposed to actually open your right door using your left hand so that you can turn and you can see whether there's oncoming traffic or not. So it's actually supposed to be that way. But we all know that right now all of us are just very used to putting our right hand here to open the door. So they have designed it in a way where it's good for both, you know. There's a lot of buttons again in the compartments, and one of it is this. So this is your armrest as well as a compartment area. So you open one, you open, and then you have the full-on compartment. Then you open the other one and it's just here. I think it is very nice. Like you have one USB port here. This I'm supposed to press. Nope, nothing. Yep. Cigarette lighter here. You have the glove compartment that is really only for gloves. You can't put anything else inside there. Even when I just put this, let's say I just put this here. I can't even close it, guys. Yep. So don't litter your car, okay? It's supposed to only hold temporary stuff. So pretty. This is what you see with a sunroof. Or you can go stargazing, and this is what you can see with the moonroof and spot the moon, of course. Alright, so at the back, and as you can see, a lot of headroom, a lot of legroom. Honestly, I cannot be commenting on legroom and headroom now, okay, unless I really can't fit, because I can probably fit for my size. This is full on. I know how Bobby and Con likes to talk about if you have thigh support and whatnot, but for me it's like, oh, there's too much support here. So yes, I know this is a full on seat right here. And even for, if you look at this, right, you see the angle of this. It's actually angled so much for the middle passenger. This is the only car I know that actually supports and actually built something just for the middle passenger. So if you're actually sitting here, you feel quite comfortable. Huh, feel good. Okay. They have aircon vents at the back here, can't really control them. The window toggle is in the middle. So actually they made all their buttons in the middle from front to back. It's quite counterintuitive because you press this, this will make it go down. So basically you press it and it goes down, pull it and it goes up. But when it's positioned this way, it's damn weird, okay? I'll just show you. When it's positioned this way, right, I'll be like, oh, okay, push down lah, then it go down. No, you push like this, then only it goes down. And when you pull like this, then only it goes up. Anyway, truffle socket right here. And yeah, you have ISOFIX mounts around here. Let me just show you. Here, and of course that seat as well. You can access the boot from here. And of course, this opens up as well. Yeah, okay, you're blocking, but yes. Yeah, it has a center armrest, but it's quite funny because here there's a lot of space underneath here. Not sure you can see, but yes, there's a lot of space underneath here. The thing else that you have here, you can put cups which don't really look quite big. Access the boot from here as well. But yeah, that's about it. And even for the center armrest, you don't have any string or anything to pull on it, so it's like you have to put your finger inside and there we go. Yeah, the doors are rather heavy. Yeah, it's rather heavy, but I like the height of the car because it's very easy to get out and in. Ta-da! You get in. It's not difficult. Yeah, it's very easy. You don't have to bend much or, you know, put a lot of effort into trying to come into the car. It's very nice. Alright, so as you can see, I'm quite uncomfortable in my seating position. This is too wide. You can see later whenever I turn, my hand will straighten and it's just not comfortable for me. But other drive of this, if you were to change the steering, the seats are very comfortable. I actually really like the drive of this car. It's very blunted. I even went to check whether it's a 4-wheel drive or not, even though it's a front-wheel drive. But it's very blunted. Of course, it's very torquish, being turbocharged. But the car feels very big. Maybe because of this, it's slanted, and it feels like you have a very long front. It feels very broad and very fat, like pui lah, you know. I feel like this car, if it just does a little bit of a facelift, then it can be like, oh, that girl that went, or that guy that went overseas and then he makan too much and he came back and then he lost weight. Then it's like, wow, damn ngam already lah, you know. But yeah, suspension is, I wouldn't say it's the best, but it feels like a very old suspension, whereby it hasn't been updated to the newer suspension nowadays in cars. But it's not something that is unbearable. It's comfortable, stiff at times, but it's not too boaty. I rather stiff than boaty, but this doesn't feel like a very boaty suspension. It's leaning more towards the stiff, so it's rather comfortable, although it feels a bit outdated. But visibility wise, the back is close to nothing lah. Visibility at the back is just bad. At the back, can barely see anything. The sides are not too bad. The front, like I said, it feels long. You have that screen popping up, which is your pop-up display. The cruiser to me, because I am very compelled to just put my hands like that. Like this compartment, this areas here, like, I'm just like, okay. And then just relax. And then I just set my cruise. This has cruise control. Yep. Cruise control activated, and I just set it there. Very nice to drive. I like driving it a lot, although it might feel a bit big and a bit long, but it's very nice. I can easily just swerve. This is just for me to do my review lah. Okay, I don't normally drive like this on a daily basis. Yep. Brakes are fine. I gotten used to the brakes quite early. It's not very bitey. The brake pedal and the acceleration pedal, the distance between the two is normal. It's pretty standard, but the height of it, I always feel like heel towing. Like I'm like, okay lah, this one quite easy to heel toe. Not that I can or anything, okay, but yeah, I feel like with this, it makes me want to heel toe. I actually did it once. I was like, I break the car, and then the car's like, wait, what the heck are you doing? I was like, sorry. So I should try lah, you know. It's pretty easy to heel toe with this car. I want to try driving a manual of the DS5, man. And the thing I find that is very convenient for me is the volume knob here and the aircon knob. Because every time I want to start my review, I turn down the volume of my music, and I turn down the volume of the aircon. I know some of you be like, volume, aircon. Guys, volume's a fluid. Fluid's aircon, you know. Yeah, let's listen to how the sound system sounds like it. That I forgot that I was actually making a video on the sound system. Yeah. And handling wise, it's a very heavy car. When I first got into it and I first started driving it, when it was stationary, I was like, wow, why is it so tough to turn the steering? But as you go along and when you're driving it, you feel like it's lightened up. Got happier, you know. Okay, ignore me. It's not that nimble. But it's a steady car lah, you know. It's not a nimble car where you can turn left, turn right and it goes. But I think for its weight, right, it is pretty nimble. Yeah, but of course you have the delay and whatnot because it's heavy lah. feel like it's a very nice car to drive, despite all of this going on. If all of this were to be fixed, then very nice car to drive. Just showing you, they have reverse cameras, but the wheels don't turn. I mean, the lines don't turn with the wheels. And there's also sensors everywhere. Like if I go drive, it shows me. Yeah. And the parking brake takes so long to engage. Then it's engaged. Radius on this thing is damn tight. I mean, for a big car like this, it's tight. It's nice. Okay, so listen. You can hear like the turbo, like it's there, it's waiting. Can you hear that? Okay, let's put the pedal to the metal. So now it's straight road, it's empty. Okay lah, got turbo light lah, okay. Got turbo light. But if you progressively do it, right, you don't feel the turbo lag. Only when you full throttle, then you feel the turbo lag. But it's a nice car to drive. I really like driving this car though. I know the reviews and all, it's like, this car, blah blah blah. No lah, it's okay, I like it lor. But yeah, the sitting position and all of it off lah. And I'm on the main road. I don't want to go to the main road. Die. I'm not supposed to come here. This is what happens when you review. Of the turbocharge and the brakes goes very well in this car, because you can accelerate and then push, but the brakes compensate for a lot. The brakes are like, okay, you need to slow down because you accelerated so much. And in this car, I had the feeling of wanting to go fast and then stopping and taking a very nice turn. It's very nice. I don't know, this car is like go. But other than that, despite I know it's a French car and everyone has their own perception of French cars, but it's a very quirky car. It's a car that I think lah, okay, it will be ingrained in my head lah, you know, like the Peugeot 3008, because it was my first test drive, my first major test drive. And this car is, I guess, my first DS. And it's very interesting. It's not like any other cars that I've driven. The motorbike just hit my side mirror. Bitch. Okay, I'm done. But yeah, it's a very quirky car. I mean, like just this at the side, like saja punya, it's like toh yeah. But yeah, like I can, why not? You know, and it's for about 160,000 ringgit. You get all these quirks. It's very different. It's very unique. And let's face it lah, you want to buy a practical car, value for money, all that, you wouldn't be looking at, okay, that motorbike didn't hit my side mirror. You wouldn't be looking at these kind of cars, right? But yeah, it's a very scared of motorbikes. It's a very unique car lah, I would put it. And if I were to have the car for a longer period of time, I'm pretty sure I'll find out much more about the car. I mean, even now, this car is like, are you sure you're done? And then I go out of the car, and I go do something else, and I get back in, and I was like, oh, this car does this. Oh, this car can do this too. You know, I'm always like, ooh, so many things that this car can do. But it's damn nice to drive lah, I feel. But you see me, I have to come so far. Even though it feels a bit old-fashioned, right? But I kind of like these suspensions. It lets you feel the road. It doesn't protect you so much. A lot of suspensions nowadays, it's like they give you so much comfort that you don't feel you're very comfortable already. You're like, yeah, it's fine. You know, it's very nice. It's so comfortable, you don't feel much. But I like this kind of suspension because it allows you to feel what you're going over. It allows the car to tell you like, hey, you know, I'm protecting you, but just so you know, I went over a very terrible pothole and it hurts, but it's fine, I got you. This is how this suspension feels like on the car. I like it very much, and it's not boaty because again, this suspension is like, I want to be comfortable for you, but you know, I just gotta let you know these are things that I'm going through right now in my life currently. And it's not, yeah, it's not boaty like having fun, it's so comfortable. No, none of that. Yeah, and it's like I'm having I'm having trouble trying to figure out whether it's like a boy or a girl, you know, because at one point it's like a girl car, but it's like, oh my god, there's so many things. And of course it's French, Faanza and all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh yeah, you have to maintain and all that. We all know lah, okay? I personally haven't owned a French car, so I can't say that yeah, maintenance is terrible and all that kind of shit, because I don't know, I haven't driven it long enough to say. It's just hearsay. But it gives you the feeling of I guess a tomboyish girl kind of thing. No, tomboyish girl doesn't have that kind of attitude. It gives me the feeling of, it's like a little boy, but at the same time it has the mood swings of a girl. You know, it's like a little boy like, oh yeah, let's go fast, go, and then you yeah, and then sometimes it's like a girl is like, did you know I can do this? Do you know I like blue flowers? Then yeah, it's cars like that. It's so cute. It's like, it's so characteristic. Yeah, that's how I would describe the car. So I'm just gonna do one U-turn for y'all to see how amazing this car is. Okay, let's see. I think I can do one here. Not illegal, huh? It's just not many cars around. I'm just going to see. I think the turning radius is that tight. Oh, I'm gonna do one more because I actually